Welcome to episode or part 3 of my dearly beloved Datsun build. Now I know in the last video I said we were going to be going through masking, grinding, prepping, putting the new part of the floor in, and then actually painting it. But there's been some delays in the ordering of our Blastoise, aka Bermuda Blaster, aka the actual Sand Blaster itself. So what we're going to be doing is going through where the weather stripping sits on the doors, and there's a little bit of rust there, so we're going to be actually testing out a new product that I've never used and kind of giving you a little review on that, as well as just cleaning up the little rust spots that we have on the door weather stripping areas. So let's get right into it. So this is the product that we're going to be using. It is called Rust Converter. I've never used this product before, but it was recommended to me by someone, so might as well try it out, right? So it pretty much takes the rusted surface and converts it into a paintable surface. So if this does what it says it's supposed to do, then this will be something great and it'll work perfect for the application we're doing. Now I'm actually not going to be spraying it on, just because of the fact that the little metal strip where the weather stripping goes is so small. I don't want to overspray and kind of get this stuff everywhere. I don't know how it's going to react if it gets on other painted surfaces. So what I'm going to do is actually just spray the product into a cup, or in this case I'm going to use the lid. Then I have a couple small brushes here, like really tiny paint brushes. We're just going to by hand paint them on and see how that works. But there's a couple other steps you want to take before we go into doing this, obviously. Now the whole area is not going to be getting done, but we're still going to clean up and paint the whole lip where the weather stripping goes. So we're going to first sand the rusted areas, make sure it's all good, and then we're going to go through with a paint thinner or just a degreaser, make sure there's no issues with any gunk and stuff on there so the paint actually sticks. And then we'll show you that whole process, and then we'll actually get into applying the rust converter. Once that dries, we'll probably just do a light kind of sanding on everything with really fine sandpaper, and then we'll go through, clean up the surfaces one more time, and then actually put the paint, which we're going to be using just a gloss black rust paint. So just in case there's any spots that this misses, it'll still prevent rust from further getting anywhere. So we went through, took off the little chrome step bar there as well, sanded everything off. It's looking all nice. We wiped it all down now, and we're gonna probably go and put that rust converter on, let it dry, and then move towards actually painting it after and sealing it. So we got the first coat of the rust converter on there. Now we're probably gonna have to do a couple coats, because this is supposed to go on very heavy, because it's supposed to go and convert the rust into bond with the rust actually. So there's supposed to be a lot of actual product on there. We have the other side over there all prepped, sanded, cleaned up, so we're gonna have to go put a first coat on there. And then I'll probably bring you guys back when we're done all the coats of the rust converter, and then give you my final thoughts on the product, and then go on to actually painting everything. Alright, so the paint is on the actual lip where the weather stripping goes. We've done about two coats. It's just drying now. I just wanted to give you my review on this rust converter before I actually show you the car. Yeah, I didn't really think it was the greatest product out there. I don't know if it was just because of the application we were using it on, but it didn't really do what I was hoping for it to do. It could have also been because the amount of rust was so minimal that it couldn't actually convert anything because it was text, just surface rust. So yeah, I wouldn't really recommend it, but if you've used it and you've had good experiences, then keep using it. Just I'm not going to be using it for this application. Yeah, so that's my thoughts. Now let's go show you the car. Alright, so this is what it looks like. So we pretty much just masked everything off with the green tape, and we also used, while we were spraying, just pieces of cardboard so we didn't get any overspray everywhere. But it looks 100 times better, so I'm, really happy with it. So now I know I've just been showing you this one side, but I'm gonna go over to the other side now and show you everything. So this is the other side. As you can see, the chrome trim piece that was normally at the bottom there is not on there, as we did on the other side, but we didn't put painter's tape there because there was a lot of rust under there, so we actually went, cleaned it up, and painted it, so no more rust will be continuing there. And there was also some rust, I don't know if you can see.
Hello.
Oh, text again in there, probably not, but there was a lot of rust where the door hinges are, so we cleaned all that up as well. Alright, so that's it for part 3 of the Datsun build. In the next video, I know I keep saying in the next video, we're going to be doing big things. We're going to be painting the floors, but the next video is probably just going to be prep and mask of the inside, as well as sandblasting and putting in the new floor, the new part of the floor, just piece foot by foot. The way I've decided to do this for the build is to give you guys shorter videos but more frequently. That way you guys aren't waiting like a month or 2 months for another update. I figured this will be a good way to just keep me consistent as well with the build, so I'm actually doing stuff and not just waiting to the last minute and trying to get it all done in a weekend. So it'll keep me, force me to actually do work on the car, which I love to do, but sometimes, just life gets in the way. But that's it for this episode. Hope you guys liked it, and subscribe if you guys want to get updated on all the new content and new build videos. Take care.